And guys, although we saw some great views from across the bay of the Sydney Opera House, you definitely have to get close as well in order to see different perspectives.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
So jumping into the next day, guys, just because last night I went straight to sleep after visiting the harbor and the views, which were superb, but yeah, just walking downtown and kind of looking at some of the old buildings here, definitely reminds you of something you will see in places like Europe, England, definitely Ireland, but also if you have been to some small towns in the US, you will notice like the main streets have a very, very similar look to the building. So yeah. And since the last time we talked, I did mention about this tower. Well, in the meantime, I found out this is just the central, station. So, it has equipped with this, large tower. And there goes the tram. But yeah, interesting building, recognizable from everywhere. But unless you know exactly what it is, it can be confused with quite a few things. Check out this building right here. It has the face of someone just painted all throughout. That looks really, really cool, and a lot of work, no doubt, in order to paint that. And considering that you got to keep in mind it has a whole bunch of windows too, that is pure exceptional right there. Pure art form within the urban jungle. Views by the town hall so far, guys. Sydney does not feel like a big city. The vibe and the calmness and everything, it feels like a big small town. You don't have that infernal traffic with the honking. Even though it's busy, it's not disturbing to the eyes, not disturbing to the ear. And just by the city hall, we have St. Andrew's Cathedral. Again, that sandstone block, type of look, nothing, concrete-wise, but yeah, surrounded by, concrete and glass from the skyscraper. So yeah, definitely unique views. And a quick view inside the cathedral. It's quite small, but has some really cool stained glass work. And although it's diverse when it comes to architecture, Sydney is very, very diverse when it comes to people as well. Met quite a few people from, with backgrounds from all over the world. So it's quite intriguing to see, a blend of cultures, a blend of religions, a blend of, ethnicities, all getting along so well here in Sydney. So here's a good view of where you can tell how hilly the downtown area of Sydney actually is. It's not straight all throughout. It goes up and down like a roller coaster, no doubt. But yeah, that was probably the first surprise that I got when I came to the city. If I had to compare it with a city that a lot of people have visited in the past, it's gotta be London. Just a little bit less chaotic and with a whole bunch more green parks, no doubt. But yeah, and again, not sure exactly what this neighborhood is, but again, that small town feel, no doubt. And if there's one thing Sydney has a lot of is the cruise ships, guys. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Small little boats, big boats, you name it. Here's another great view of the city from the Royal Botanical Gardens, guys. You know, no wonder, you know, Sydney alongside Melbourne are always voted within the top 10 most livable, you know, cities. You know, there's nature, there's urban jungle, you know, you got quite a bit of flowers everywhere, animals, you got the waterfront, right? You got a mix and match of quite a few things. And guys, although we saw some great views from across the bay of the Sydney Opera House, you definitely have to get close as well in order to see different perspectives. Yeah, this is probably one of the most recognizable buildings in the world, guys. You know, I don't know about you guys, but you know, I followed and I still follow the Olympics quite heavily. And I remember in 2000, you know, when they were here at Sydney, you know, this pretty much you know, stole the show. You know, I remember seeing it. It's like, man, will I ever get there? So, you know, 20 years later, finally made it to Australia. So here's a close look. You know, it looks like quite a bit. It's made out of concrete, you know, lots of glass, but you know, some are, you know, just made for restaurants and stuff like that, and you know, multi-purpose. But yeah, this is probably the most recognizable, you know, construction, you know, building out of the, you know, 20th century. It's been something that a lot of people have been talking about ever since, you know, it's you know, its construction. I think it was done, I think construction started in the 60s, and yeah, ever since then, you know, it's been the main symbol of Australia.
Best days pass us by.
More great views of the city still around the bay. You know, you can kind of use the Sydney Opera House as you know, the center point, and then kind of just go around, roam around, and you'll find interesting spots for photography, relaxation, you know, just viewpoints all throughout the city. More outstanding views of Sydney, no doubt. Like I said, everywhere around the harbor you can get the phenomenal views, and it looks like a storm is brewing. You know, rain is definitely needed at this point. Guys, and check out the views just underneath the bridge. Looks phenomenal. I bet it looks phenomenal from the other side as well, looking back at the harbor at the Sydney Opera House. So yeah, I may go there where you see that odd little park. It's called Luna Park. So if I do have enough time, I'm probably gonna make it there as well and see exactly what's happening. But yeah, some very intriguing buildings, no doubt. Here's the cool part about you know, the gateway to the boats. You can just tap your credit card, and you don't even need to buy a ticket, you know, automatically, you know, charges it, and off you go. So quite convenient. And if you want different points of view of the Sydney Opera House, you definitely have to take a boat ride. So just made it to Cremorne Point, another viewpoint of the city here, where you can see the Opera House, but also the skyline with the skyscrapers. and as well as the harbor bridge. So yeah, it's quite nice. Probably gonna wait here until twilight to take some shots. Gonna zoom in a little bit more for you guys, but yeah, it's a splendid spot. I think the same viewpoint can be had from right there. I think it's called Kiribati or something along those lines, which I'll probably check out on a different day. But yeah, splendid in every single point anyway. And definitely had to show you guys the views at twilight from across the bay. It just looks sensational. Check it out. Splendid. This started to rain a little bit, but it's not bad at all. Speechless, no doubt. Splendid night shots as well. Check it out. Guys, putting an end to the episode from Sydney. You know, it rained a lot last night, which is really good relief for all the bushfires taking place at the moment in the region. But hopefully you guys made it all the way here. You know, it was an episode that spanned over 3 days because we had a lot of rain the first day. You know, jet lag a little bit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you think it deserves a like, a share, a comment, you know, feel free. But until next time, guys, gratitude should be the only attitude. Stay humble, and I'll see you then. Peace.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over.